If you've dropped real money on 9012 bulbs that looked amazing in the listing photos and then lit up your projector housing like a flashlight aimed at a wall, you already know the problem isn't brightness on paper. It's whether the bulb was actually built for a projector reflector. Today I'm ranking 5 9012 LED bulbs from the one you should skip straight past to the one actually worth installing. Let's start at the bottom. Quick heads up before we get into it. In the United States, LED bulbs like these are generally sold as fog light or off-road replacements, not as certified street-legal headlight bulbs, and that's true across almost every brand on this list, not just one of them. It doesn't mean people don't run them as headlights every day, it just means you should know that going in and check your local rules if that matters to you. Number 5. The Sylvania 9012 LED Ultra. Sylvania's been making automotive lighting for over 100 years, and that pedigree shows in the build. This bulb uses aviation-grade aluminum construction, puts out a 6000K cool white light, and comes backed by a limited lifetime warranty, which is more confidence than most of the brands on this list are willing to offer. Sylvania also designed it with efficient thermal management specifically to maximize bulb life rather than chase a huge lumen number, so if longevity and a name you trust matter more to you than raw brightness, this bulb was engineered with that priority in mind. Here's the problem, and it's the reason this one lands last instead of somewhere in the middle. Sylvania sells this specific bulb as a fog light and off-road power sport replacement, not as a headlight bulb for a car's projector housing. It's literally categorized and marketed that way on their own site. That's not a knock on the build quality, it's a category mismatch. If you search 9012 LED bulb for projector headlights and buy this one, you've bought a fog light bulb that happens to share a base size, not a bulb Sylvania intends for your low beam. My honest take, skip this one for headlight duty. If you specifically want a Sylvania branded fog light upgrade, it's a reasonable pick for that job. But for the actual question you're here to answer, it doesn't qualify. Number 4. The Marsauto M1S 9012 bulb. Marsauto's M1S line is one of their more established 9012 options, and it comes with genuinely well-documented specs. You're looking at 30,000 lumens output, which the listing states is 800% brighter than a stock bulb, at 6000K cool white. The build uses a 6063 grade aluminum body with a copper substrate underneath, plus a 20,000 RPM turbofan for active cooling, and the whole thing carries an IP68 waterproof rating. Marsauto rates the lifespan at more than 60,000 hours, and the 1.1 mini design is built to install in about 3 minutes without needing an external driver box. Where it comes up short is in the mid-pack territory it occupies. 30,000 lumens is a real, usable upgrade over halogen, but it's roughly a third of what several bulbs later on this list claim, and Marsauto doesn't back it with anything unusual in the cooling department beyond a solid, conventional turbofan. It's also worth noting that Marsauto sells several different 9012 variants under similar names with different lumen ratings, so if you go shopping for this one, double-check you're looking at the M1S 30,000 lumen version and not an older or different spec listing with a similar title. My take, this is a genuinely competent, well-rounded bulb that does everything reasonably well without doing anything exceptionally. If you want IP68 waterproofing and a documented spec sheet without paying for the absolute top-end lumen chase, it's a solid pick right in the middle of this list. Number 3. The Termitor 9012-HIR2 light bulb. Termitor's listing claims 60,000 to 70,000 lumens output, roughly 900% brighter than stock, at a 6500K white color temperature. The build uses aerospace-grade aluminum with copper tube heat pipes and a 15,000 RPM cooling fan, and Termitor rates it for more than 60,000 hours of continuous use. What sets this listing apart from almost everything else on this list is a claim buried in the product description stating the bulb is DOT approved under FMVSS number 108, citing the federal regulation directly and referencing an NSA-designated agent. Here's where I have to be straight with you. That's a significant claim, because as I mentioned at the top, LED headlight bulbs in this category are generally not DOT or FMVSS 108 compliant for on-road headlight use, and that's true industry-wide, not just for lesser brands. Other manufacturers in this exact space explicitly disclose on their own sites that no LED bulb from any brand, regardless of marketing claims, is prohibited from street-legal forward lighting use in the US. So Termitor's compliance claim is notable, but it's a claim made by Termitor about their own product, and I can't independently verify it just from the listing text. Treat it as something to research further before you lean on it for legal peace of mind, not as settled fact. My take: strong raw specs and a genuinely interesting compliance claim, but the claim needs your own verification before you count on it, so it lands in the middle of the pack rather than higher. Number 2. FORENNER upgraded 9012-HAR2 LED bulbs. Designed as a direct halogen replacement, the FORENNER upgraded 9012-HAR2 LED bulbs pack serve to dramatically improve nighttime visibility for drivers seeking a modern, high-intensity lighting upgrade. Boasting an impressive 120,000 lumens per set with a crisp 6500K cool white temperature, these bulbs deliver up to 1,500% more brightness than standard stock halogens, cutting through dark roads, heavy rain, and fog with minimal light scatter or dark spots. Their build quality is exceptionally robust, utilizing an aviation-grade aluminum housing paired with an integrated 18,000 RPM silent turbofan and a hollowed-out heatsink that together ensure an extraordinary lifespan exceeding 80,000 hours. The key highlight of the product lies in its true 1/1 mini size and wireless design, because it precisely mirrors the footprint and filament placement of original halogen bulbs. It requires no external drivers, bulky adapters, or wire modifications, allowing a seamless 5-minute plug-and-play installation into tight headlight housings. In real-world driving scenarios, the bulbs deliver instant-on illumination with a razor-sharp cutoff line that vastly increases peripheral and down-road vision without blinding oncoming traffic. When compared to standard competitors like basic fanless LED conversions or entry-level models from brands like Oxido or FORENNER stands out by offering significantly higher raw lumen output and far superior thermal management without inflating the physical profile. Furthermore, built-in CAN bus capability ensures error-free performance on 99% of vehicle computers without flickering or dash warnings. Considering its premium build, extreme brightness, and hassle-free fitment, it offers outstanding value for money against more expensive, bulkier LED kits. I highly recommend the FORENNER 9012 set to any driver wanting a safer, effortless, and premium headlight upgrade for night driving. Number 1. SEALIGHT S2S HIR 2/9012 light bulbs. Designed to replace outdated stock halogen units, the SEALIGHT S2S HIR 2/9012 LED bulbs deliver superior forward road visibility for drivers operating cars, trucks, or SUVs at night. Engineered with a high-density chip setup, this two-pack boasts an impressive combined 80,000 lumen output in a crisp, 6500K pure white color temperature that drastically cuts through darkness, heavy rain, and fog. Structural quality is anchored by a high-grade aviation aluminum body, a copper thermal substrate, and an ultra-fast 25,000 RPM cooling fan that actively dissipates heat to support an extended lifespan exceeding 80,000 hours. A primary design highlight is its 1/1 halogen mini-size footprint, featuring an integrated internal driver. This wireless non-polar design allows for a straightforward 3 to 5 minute plug-and-play installation into tight headlight assemblies without requiring additional wiring harnesses or adapters. In real-world driving conditions, the bulbs project an exceptionally bright, focused beam pattern with a sharp cutoff line, eliminating dark spots while avoiding glare that blinds oncoming traffic. When compared against competitors like basic Oxido or foreign LED conversion kits, which often utilize lower-speed cooling fans around 12,000 to 15,000 RPM, SEALIGHT's 25,000 RPM thermal management system ensures vastly superior heat regulation and lumen retention during prolonged highway drives. Integrated CAN bus readiness further adds value by preventing dashboard errors or light flickering on 99% of modern vehicles. Offering premium durability, extreme brightness, and hassle-free fitment, the product presents outstanding value for money relative to more cumbersome aftermarket kits. Overall, the SEALIGHT S2S 9012 set is highly recommended for commuters, night drivers, and vehicle owners looking for a seamless, long-lasting, and high-performance safety upgrade. So, those were our 5 best 9012 LED bulbs for projector headlights in 2026. Each option offers a different combination of brightness, performance, durability, and price. Before buying, make sure the bulb is compatible with your vehicle and projector housing. The best choice isn't always the brightest one. It's the bulb that provides a clean beam pattern, reliable performance, and good visibility without causing unnecessary glare. Choose wisely, install correctly, and enjoy a safer and more comfortable night driving experience.